Hey everybody!
I'm Sam.
I'm Adam.
And I'm Will, and we are...
Working Title! Baby!
Remember when dude did the fucking bubble shield yesterday? Or the last time we watched this? And he was... like, popped a force field around him.
It's one of Geralt's best moves, is the force push and the
Oh
shield.
yeah, he did.
We're back. It's The Witcher, Season 2, Episode 4, Redanian Intelligence.
Yes.
Last on, Politics and Intrigue at the Wizard Castle. Oh, I was good with the names last week. Ooh, not good with them this week. Frick, I thought I was really confident. The Dagger Man and... Vilgefortz, and that's why it is. That's why I didn't remember it. Vilgefortz and Tisea are moving up in the world, trying to claim the mage side of things, the hierarchy.
Yeah.
They're not giving the credit where the credit is due. Geralt is training Ciri to become a warrior amongst the Witchers because hard times are ahead and darkness is rising from the depths of Mordor.
She's trying. She trained with the other Witchers.
Cahir, they learned, has a mental barrier inside his mind, and they were going to go execute him, but our girl Yennefer stepped in and protected them, and because that area was removed of magic, no one could really stop them, so they're on the run. So it's exciting to see where Yennefer's story is going to go, because the world is her oyster, and
she has no magic, too.
She has no magic, and we know that girl, all she wants is power,
Yeah.
so who knows what she'll do to get it. One crazy thing, too. It looks like creatures of the world are
coming out,
reaching out to Ciri. Or at least we saw last episode, the creature, I noticed it, too. It kind of like reached its hand out to her. I don't know if it would have hurt her.
The Spriggan? Oh, the monster. The centipede thing.
So, let's see what's up with that.
Goat. How you said that. Goat. Guys, if you enjoy our content, leave a like, punch the subscription button, notification bell's right there. Leave a comment down below what you thought about Redanian Intelligence. Nailed it. First try. If you want to see the show 1 week in advance, check it out on our Patreon, as well as Full Metal Alchemist. Brotherhood is on there, and maybe some Attack on Titan stuff. I'm not really sure.
This is not a marked substitute. If y'all want to check out The Witcher, go on Netflix first, watch it over there, and come back to YouTube and watch your boys Working Titles reaction. We're going to punch it.
Bye!
Stop myself.
Segs is in this episode. Segs.
Go! Please be Geralt.
Holy shit, free climbing.
Let's go!
Dude, look how high he is.
Yeah. Oh, and her too.
That is not smart.
God.
Why is she doing this? Oh boy.
They don't got weapons. They don't got any weapons.
This is your greatest weapon.
Can you do magic without drinking those little vials?
I mean, he didn't drink one last time when they went out in the woods.
True.
I don't think.
Or episode 1, when he fought humans.
Oh, there's your weapon. Are they both out there?
Yeah, he looked at her. Oh! Did she just break her ankle? Yeah, right. Damn, she split her face. She split her face.
Don't be scared.
Triss?
I'm not going to hurt. You're a girl. So are you. I'm going to Camora. Let me look.
Heck no.
I don't like this. I feel like it's
Is it the
probably her.
shapeshifter?
No.
Even
That thing
still,
died.
Stranger danger. Also, was her hair always this orange?
No,
No,
I think it's
new like this season.
Yeah.
But I think in the game she's supposed to be a redhead.
Okay. Trying to keep it canon, I guess.
Why does Ciri's eyes look different in this episode? Am I seeing things?
No, it's the same eye contact.
Okay.
Where did Geralt go? You're just like...
You're a sorcerer.
I don't think they were together.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Boom.
I'm
bored.
Himself.
And you.
Look at Ciri's face.
Yeah.
Like, y'all, did y'all...
Probably.
Do the segs?
Probably.
I brought dinner. More than that. A job.
Is she gonna say Yennefer's still alive?
She might not even know that he was looking for her.
Well,
She wasn't on the battlefield.
But Ciri just brought it up.
Yeah, she said Yennefer. Okay, let's go.
Where are we going?
I like
The
this place.
the towers,
This.
the twins.
Creepy.
Gore's going. The end is a good elf.
A good elf? Did it say a dead
Dead
elf?
elf.
Oh.
That is... Oh, so fucked, man.
was gonna say, this
Right,
actually looks
King's
kind of like
Landing.
Skyrim.
It does.
Same type of color palette and same type of hate for elves.
Yeah, well, if you can't wait, you can't wait, can you?
No, he's not gonna let him go.
So,
Go on then.
Piss on him.
Yeah.
Actually, he'll die, don't do it.
Oh.
You have skill.
Wow. Dude, fuck Ciri's people, honestly. Sintrons or whatever they're called.
Yeah.
The wild hunt walks among us. Watch for the signs.
What are the signs?
I got bat symbols everywhere. What's up with that? Oh, hey.
Oh.
I can't. It's funny how quickly people forget about you when you're no longer of use to them, isn't it?
True.
That'd be cool if this guy turned.
Yeah. Whoa.
Oh, is this gonna be like wanted posters? Oh
Nice.
no. It
Yennefer.
is.
Is it for her? It is.
Wanted,
Frick,
yeah.
it is her. Oh, both of them. Look at that. How you really know that it's gonna be these two though, with art like drawings?
They're mages. They can make. It looked pretty accurate to her.
We are not away.
Dang, come on. That's so quick.
Since it is.
That's quicker than the internet. Frick, man.
They had the technology back then.
We live in times of magic.
Or in this dimension.
Also, landscapes look really good this episode.
Yeah.
Not that they didn't already, but banging.
I almost said Hagrid. What's its... Yeah, what's Harry's owl's name? Hedwig.
Yeah, as best we can.
Frick.
Scared the fuck out of me.
I don't even know who they are. Dwalin!
good afternoon, young.
Dwalin of the Iron
It
Hills.
is.
Attaboy.
And he's tall as fuck.
I need to see his face.
Whoa, that's a cool
It's the...
cast.
Holy shit, it is.
Yeah, of course.
Who can put their body in animals in this show? Somebody's watching them through the owl. Ugh.
Oh, they just tried to poison him like that.
Fuckers. Do you know, I've known him since I was 12.
Wow.
Even traitors speak the truth.
Damn.
He's gonna throw a knife at that owl.
Big if. I thought so too.
Leave it with us.
Or that's his. Oh, he just gave it a nod.
Okay.
Mm.
Wait. Alright.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Look at that.
Assassin's Creed.
Ring
Broke in
wraith.
the dagger.
Or no, that hood looks like the Archmage's outfit from Skyrim.
It's a ring wraith and a wraith's dagger.
Yeah. What is she doing out here?
Like a dress.
It's a good question.
It seemed like she was coming to just.
Thank you.
See Geralt.
She knew
Would
all
you like
them.
me to show you?
I brought her here for you,
Oh.
to help guide you.
Like, well, Marcel did for your mother.
Just like Melsa.
Rip. You were an awesome character, Mousak.
He's a good actor
Now
too.
it's
Yeah.
time to bed.
A guard.
Frick, stop.
Thought you could get away.
Whoa.
Woo, let's go, yeah.
She doesn't have magic.
Of course you did.
You dick.
Tore it in half and charged us.
Gods. What is it?
I've never seen anything like it.
Yeah, what the heck is it? What the heck is it?
Both of them did.
Theoretically. But generating monsters has been outlawed for centuries.
Oh.
Generating
So
monsters.
definitely not.
There is one way to find out.
Dissect it.
Yeah, I mean, it does look like a hybrid of things. It's got ram head. It's got
It's just
like
read Satan.
Like a
grasshopper arms.
A praying mantis
Praying
face.
mantis arms too. Sorry, that's what I meant.
That's why I'm training her. I won't be here forever to protect her.
Damn. That's a sad way to think about it, but
I'm sorry about Esther.
I'm sorry about Saga.
Those who died, I say their names at night when I lay down so I don't forget.
Mention Yennefer?
Kirk. Danielle. Stay with me tonight.
sorry.
Sex.
She is
now.
very beautiful.
Yeah, I think she's gorgeous. That was not what I was expecting, though. I didn't expect her to, like, profess her, I mean, not love, but, like...
Some feelings
Yeah.
towards him.
Ew.
Hand me a torch.
Burn your hands off. I feel like he's gonna die. The shot they're doing right now.
Raven-haired woman. The boss
Shot they're, guys, he's gonna die. Look at the shot they're doing.
Stop, don't say
He's
that.
behind a giant vat of water.
Yep. God damn it, Sam.
Oh, it's like got tentacles.
Dude, what? What the heck, dude? Bro.
Oh! Whoa.
Maybe you should follow it at this
It sounds like the creature in the Death Star's garbage disposal. Oh. Ugh.
Ew.
You were incredible that day, Sworden. The fire.
Huh. He just
Oh,
realized.
that's what did you in, isn't it? They stole your power.
Damn.
We all have our timing, son.
Hmm.
Your magic has served its purpose. Perhaps there's a bigger plan out there for you now.
Yes, the benevolent white flame who brings purpose and meaning and all that fuckery. You can skip the recruitment speech and do what he gave it.
Fringilla and I serve Amir because he served us first.
Hmm.
Everyone answers to someone eventually.
You fucker.
Moving on to the next group.
What's going on?
We have to wait for the place to empty, and the Piper will take us to the boat.
The Sandpiper.
That's the one. He performs here every night.
Yes!
Oh my god, I just had it!
Those two.
Yeah!
Oh my gosh.
What a perfect
dude.
way to bring this dude back.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, the Sandpiper. Let's go.
Oh, shit.
Dwalin.
No.
Green Goblin?
Fine. He's jacked.
Yeah, he is. The White
Maybe
Flame.
that's all Anderson. Now that is an out-of-the-box idea.
What the fuck did it say?
Get the right ways.
You.
Oh, that's the kid.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
him.
Oh, yeah.
I was gonna
yeah,
say, I was like,
yeah.
The elf that we saw earlier didn't look anything like him
No,
to me.
he didn't, but it was the sign language.
Yeah.
I thought that.
And I knew that they were elves because they were
No, but
hiding
the-
the
this
sewers.
He got killed.
This
right?
kid, no, he talks though. That's
Yeah,
why I
he
was confused.
talks.
He doesn't use sign language.
And it was the fact that he was mute for like 7 episodes, so I assumed sign language.
You
Yeah.
get lovely and refreshed.
And then he talked the very last episode to Ciri.
Yeah.
When do you think we
Something
can get
like
It was
started?
the last like 3 episodes.
Today.
Yeah, season 1's a blur.
Oh, she's not joking. You know, got my rucksack clean. It'll like you overwash.
What is happening? Sorry, I'm a little confused. What's happening?
She
They're
looks
just
cute. Yeah, they're making fun of her.
Oh.
She was trying to look nice.
Uh-huh. I thought something was wrong. I was like, what did she do?
They just made fun of her because she had a nice hair,
She
nice.
did that, actually.
Sure, if she's going to inform.
But the truth is, you're choosing to be ignorant arseholes, aren't you?
True. Vesemir's like, damn,
Mhm.
she right.
Triss.
I kind of wish she'd just used the spell and like knocked him over.
Like, fuck y'all, stupid
I
kids.
mean, she's powerful too.
Yeah.
Or a spell to shut him up.
Yeah. I wanted her to cast one into the fire
How
with
long did it
force
take you to
push.
learn to control your powers?
All right, let's see.
Is it gonna glow?
Nogler.
Still last night. Like from a monolith.
I've never seen that.
What? Are they coming out of the monolith?
Monoliths?
Yeah.
Are they like finding them like dug up from the earth?
Well, they said it was like a creature like from the old days.
How did two different monsters wind up with the same dust on them?
They came from the same place.
A monolith? It doesn't make sense.
I mean, Eastern is behind us.
That's what I was just thinking. I was like, what has Ishtan been up to?
She knows something. Crack the earth.
I saw a monolith topple.
Hell.
I toppled it. Oh god.
Oh god. The demon thing. Whoa.
Chaos belongs to us. Turn your backs. Join the procession. There is only death.
Sula.
Ciri.
Oh, she was gone.
Say what you saw.
I toppled it.
Mention the cracked earth.
I don't know. I need to say it for myself.
If these monsters are my fault.
No.
It's alright. I'll fix it.
It's a lofty promise.
Yeah.
You don't even know what the
What
hell
it
you have
is.
to do.
Yeah.
And then it
Honestly,
is.
I don't remember. Was there a monolith back in?
Yeah, I don't
season
remember
one?
that either.
I don't remember the monolith. Maybe we just didn't know it was a monolith at the time.
Bard.
Witch. What are you doing here?
Sewer. What's your excuse?
Oh, sewer. I always knew you were a blood-sucking, joyless hugger. Hugging. We are hugging.
So sweet.
Miss the days when my biggest problem was never present, sing-songy twit.
Drink? I'm gonna drink. I am not having this conversation unless I'm drinking.
Geralt must have left quite a sour taste in your mouth.
What? No one leaves any taste in my mouth. Thank you very much. I sing of universal matters, my dear, generous lady. Fine, yes, when it did come from the heart.
Aw. This is like best friend.
Perhaps a broken one.
Well, that's why I asked if he said Witcher, even though he said Butcher, because it just felt like it was meant for him.
Remember, he's called the Butcher of Blaviken.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. I mean, it could be both.
God, that is
Yeah.
awful. And I am going to fight.
For the sandpiper.
What? No? Yes?
Yes, no.
I need your help.
Stand back, stand back.
He's with me. It's okay. I need to get to Sintra.
The bottle.
Plenty of time to take a bath before then. Just saying.
Just sniff her.
I think he
Yeah,
did.
That's what it sounded like.
Freaking weirdy.
Last night.
It's alright.
I can't be what you want, Triss.
Oh.
What you deserve. If things are different.
They're not. I'm grown enough to understand.
Damn.
Last night, you're what I was looking for. Your pain.
Oh.
It excited me.
I hope that in your search to feel again, you feel your value.
Ciri.
To me, you are important to me, Triss.
Oh, he's got a sword with him.
Twice.
No witcher yet has died of old age, lying in bed, dictating his will of Estimate.
I think he's going with him.
Protect.
Eastern.
Portals are no fun.
Oh, damn it.
There you go.
I'm pretty sure this guy said he's still. Whoa, that's exciting.
Oh, he's got to like recuperate from that.
Yeah.
You must be the mage. I know who I am.
Who are you?
Who the fuck are you?
Don't end it there.
It is. That's exciting. Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Woo!
A little bit more.
Look at
Oh,
King's Landing.
That's actually King's
Pause
Landing.
it. Pause it. That looks like King's Landing, does it not?
It does.
Yeah, it does.
Without the
Tall
walls.
hill, big castle, lower peasant streets.
The boat.
Davos's ship.
Unless the ship is full. Well,
Did you swim?
Come on.
Hawk.
Oh, I never really know. That's why I'm so good at it.
He's the king of bullshitting, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
Excuse me. Papers for the transit, please.
Papers, absolutely, papers. Absolutely.
Is he just gonna smack him over the head?
Isn't that the song with the long-necked warriors?
that's
You're scared of that?
Guilty.
guilty.
Don't worry about the papers.
Oh,
Thanks for the tunes.
Wow.
My niece just loves them.
oh, it's lovely. Well, bless her, bless yourself.
Oh, yes.
Have a lovely evening.
The first Harry Styles.
Am I gonna say it? Yeah, I'm gonna say it.
Dude.
You know, if you could
Oh,
write yourself a
no.
love song, you could sing yourself whatever you
Oh,
want.
you dude, you literally had this.
Because you are a dockside scapegrace, a quarreling,
What an
feculent,
idiot.
beef-witted,
Oh, yes,
adult-hated,
here.
adult-hated goot. Get away from the rats.
Steal the boat.
Oh, this fucker.
Yeah.
To me, none of us will get to Sintra if I don't do something.
He's gonna do something.
It's not going anywhere till I check your papers. Understand?
Fuck the North.
Yeah, he just sacrificed
What
himself.
did you say?
Fuck the North.
Covered his ears.
The North! Fuck the elves.
Damn.
That's your.
Go on, get stuck in. Now.
Get on it. What the hell was that thing? Was that a
It's
lemur?
a lemur.
What the fuck is a lemur doing there? Well, that's payment for letting that kid
Yeah.
die.
Yeah. Damn, they killed him.
Oh, here we get the flip again. Oh, it's just him with that scale.
That looks amazing. Like right outside of Rivendell. Uh-oh. Huh.
Ooh.
Her blood.
Oh.
That's where she cut her face.
And it bloomed flowers?
Yeah.
What the fudge?
Anyway, this only grows where elder blood has been spilt. Where did you find this?
She's part elf.
Training course. That elder blood was one of the key ingredients in the creation of the first Witcher mutagens.
What?
Mutagens that were destroyed in the second. Destiny has given us a gift.
Oh
shit.
my
Key
gosh.
to making more witches.
What?
Ciri.
I don't.
What?
What are they gonna take her blood like she's a little like fucking doll to just take advantage of? You know. Just...
Blood sack.
Thank you. We, all of us, would be dead without you.
How did he get here? I didn't know he was with them.
I'm Dar.
Yeah.
It's lovely to meet you, Darren.
What the heck? This is weird.
Expect you to do great things, right? Better
He should go with them because then they can all reunite in Sintra.
Yeah.
You know, you can't have all the main characters together just yet. That's a
I
finale.
know.
That's a finale thing. Oh frick! The guy saw him.
Oh God.
Uh-oh.
Oh jeez.
Frick, dude. Why'd you leave?
Because he has to go back.
We have to save ourselves.
Damn.
That was episode 4, everyone.
Redanian intelligence.
Favorite.
Did we learn what Redanian means?
It's the people. It's the Dwarens. Dwarren and the guy with the mustache, the king with the mustache, try to get assassinated.
Oh.
That's them. They're talking about them like their kingdoms, like the
Yeah.
Redanian kingdom.
That wants to take over Sintra.
Yes,
Okay.
they want to take advantage of the
Chaos.
chaos and the kerfuffle.
Another amazing
Yeah,
episode.
your favorite?
I think so. I think so.
Very, very good.
It was a very good episode.
It was just so... There's so many moments during this episode where, I mean, just because we're reactors, it's a common thing for us to try to, like, say something because it's what we're supposed to do for the channel, but there was so many moments I was like, Oh, frick. The whole scene just passed.
Yeah.
I don't know, there's so many moments, even like small moments where I just kind of got like super into it because I thought the acting was really good and I felt the intensity. I think the story's just a lot of peaking points and a lot of interest. Like, I don't know, I guess the whole like hiding from people is always interesting to me, trying to like sneak around. Not Tommy. I thought Yennefer and I never know his name. The Ebony Soldier, Cahir. I like their story. Just trying to. They both come from like high places in power.
And they've fallen.
They've both fallen, and they're hiding, trying to hide with the elves. I like that Jaskier is also like. I liked his bit. Like he's worried that he'll lose his touch of music.
Dude, that's
all our
crazy.
characters are even like at low places.
Yeah.
Like Ciri's worried about her insecurities about telling Geralt. Triss with her scars and her sorrows for her loss.
Yeah.
And then also just the common theme of everybody trying to figure out what is happening in the world. It just gets more exciting by the episode.
Yeah.
I even liked all the like new characters. I like the Dwalin, the dwarf.
Yeah.
I don't remember. Did we get a name for him?
No, we didn't. Or well, if they did, it was like Joe, and then they just kept moving.
I like that he was introduced. But
Yeah, no, it was a really solid episode.
Yeah.
Good. Oh, again, more world building. That was
the
always
visuals.
good. And I agree. I think every actor like that needed a moment to perform, even like the small ones, like the deaf kid, like was just like good performances. That was like impactful to the episode.
yeah.
And even too, like it's. I guess this is probably the first show in a while where it's like. We bring up Game of Thrones so much on this channel, but they did so many things well, so, like, whatever, we're gonna bring it up. Mm-hmm. But, like, you know how Game of Thrones, like, you would have characters that interact, and it's like, oh my god, like, they don't know about, like, what this person knows and what they've been doing. Like, between, like, Triss and Geralt, and then, like, Dara, and Jaskier, and Yennefer, like, they don't all know how their... And even Cahir and Yennefer, like, they don't all know how each other's stories have played out. And, like, what things could maybe, like, if they communicate, could help the story move forward. So it's one of those things where it's like, god damn it, like, he stopped her, of course, before she got to the end and realized, oh, Yennefer's not dead. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, it's just, like, one of those things where it's like, oh, man, the characters are, like, interacting so well with each other, but, like, perfectly avoiding, like, plot points that would push the story, like, or accelerate it way farther.
Well, I think that's what this episode did well, is help show... Well, one, a lot of things in season 1 that didn't do it for me is that there wasn't a lot of character interactions with some of the bigger characters. So this one, it's like people are finally meeting. I mean, and you get to see what people's opinions are on other characters as well. Like, we have, like, damn, I'm just calling him the Ebony Soldier because I'm just...
Cahir.
I know, it's just...
Cahir.
I don't care. I need to see it written down. I'm a visual learner. But his opinion on thinking Yennefer is awesome.
Yeah.
Was cool.
That was.
Knowing Triss has deep feelings for
Geralt,
even though Geralt can't reciprocate him back.
That is Aragorn and Arwen.
Eowyn.
Yeah.
Eowyn can't.
Oh yeah,
back.
yeah, Eowyn.
Their motherly/fatherly surrogate desire to protect Ciri is great. Getting more Vesemir as well, seeing what role he plays for everybody. Getting Yen to talk to Jaskier is cool.
Yeah.
To see their love-hate bond, their commonplace connection with Geralt, and I guess just the mutual ties you'll naturally have, even through a third-party relationship. And then just you get to see the world progress through people's opinions on what's happening in the politics, and I really feel like this episode actually kind of really helped you feel what's happening in the world's opinion on things, learn how things are turning either against the elves or the darkness that's rising, the big reveal with Ciri and some teases of what's to come, what she's about. Revelations of like you said, sharing things that haven't been shared yet, like even Ciri sharing
her sharing her visions and what's going on.
Very big important pieces that have yet, or even like Geralt now probably meeting Estrid, which will be crazy to see because he's a monolith studier.
Well, and also that's Yennefer's first
Ex-lover.
Yeah,
first
first
love.
love.
Yeah.
And he was the next one up. Or well,
Yeah.
That's crazy too.
theoretically next one up.
And Geralt keeps on meeting everybody that's been in her life, and he doesn't know that she's alive. Like, he keeps on running into people, so maybe he will say, yeah, he was just talking to her. And it'll be interesting to talk to Eastrid, because Geralt is trying to figure out more about the monoliths, and he's been studying them, but he also is a Nilfgaarder. Like, he kind of still supports them, low-key.
Yeah.
So, you know what's also really cool about this show? I'm sorry, not trying to take over the conversation. I love...
You only do it all the time.
Fuck you. You can talk. Feel free. I love that... now I lost my train of thought.
I'm
Shit.
so sorry. That was a dick move.
Eastrid, Monolith, Geralt. You love this show because
Fuck. Just keep talking.
I'm so sorry.
It's all good. I'll remember it.
the owl flies in and people tried to assassinate the king, of course, and they were stopped by, big balded man.
Dwalin.
Yes.
Holy flying fuck.
Yeah, I mean, he just threw a knife through that guy's
Yeah.
neck. But basically, they decided that they can finally get to Sintra, which is the centerpiece of the North. Hence why Nilfgaard took it, because they're weak and they have now they have a bunch of refugees and they're not ready to fortify essentially, especially after a big loss. So part of it is that they're trying to get. They decided that they need to get a hold of the city. How? Well, the next time we saw Dwalin, he decided
Sneak an elf
in because the refugees, and he was like, I
has
need
to
to
be
pick. Yeah, I have to pick someone that's distrusting,
Yeah.
and someone that could be a good spy essentially and could blend in well. And lo and behold, Dara is here.
What last happened to Dara?
He ran away.
He's on the boat with them.
He just... Well, I know,
I'm sorry.
season
Ciri-
one,
I thought he got shot.
I think he...
Or Mousesack
he
did something to
I think
him?
he called off Ciri, death only follows you, you're the worst.
Oh.
Well, no, he tried getting her to come
With him.
because they were fighting the shapeshifter. He was like, "Come on, let's just go," and she's like, "Wouldn't," and he was like, "Whatever, you're an idiot," and just left her, essentially. But yeah, he got stabbed or something or cut.
Yeah, I thought he got seriously hurt.
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't deathly enough, but enough to run away, and clearly has given him trust issues, and doesn't feel probably any allegiance to anyone or anything. So far?
What is the bit with the white owl?
I don't know. I'm guessing because it sounded like he was talking to it.
He was,
So,
and it was
It
definitely
was talking to
the same
him.
thing. I don't think the owl was talking. I think there was somebody using it as a telephone.
Yeah.
yeah,
So
It's a
weird.
medium.
So
Yeah.
he was communicating with someone essentially,
Mhm.
who we don't know. But yeah, and then I'm not gonna jump all the way to Yaskier, but Yaskier did say that there were people in higher places that were allowing this to happen and orchestrating and helping the elves. So I feel like that Yaskier, without really knowing it, was being put on by the Redanian people, to allow elves to help elves escape and smuggle them in.
Yeah.
But the whole purpose is just to get one spy in. They're doing it out of oh the goodness, we gotta help everybody, and people like Yaskier are believing it. I don't know if that's true. That's just kind of what I feel is probably happening.
I remember what I was gonna say. I was gonna say what's wild about this show is there's a lot of groups in this show, but it doesn't feel like. I mean, you can see where the show is putting value on the protagonist groups, but I was gonna say a lot of the groups that we spend a lot of time with can kind of feel like the bad guy a lot. Sintra is just a bunch of dicks.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And that's Ciri's people.
Yeah.
The mages are super annoying, skeevy, scheming,
Well,
and are power hungry.
look at humans. Humans are the worst. They learn from elves and then they've turned their back on the elves.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, Nilfgaard is doing conquest right now, but
But they're framing themselves as the hero in a sense.
what's the Ebony Soldier?
Kahair.
Yeah. His speech is convincing because
Yeah.
at
Yes.
this point,
Yeah.
I get it. I can see
The
why.
flames supported them.
Yeah, first.
Immediately.
And just when Yennefer, when he's talking about how the mages, their whole gig is to get in and whisper into people's ears, it's you don't like people like that. Once again, I always say it with shows, I always enjoy a bad guy who's honest with himself more than a good guy who lies about their intent.
Yeah.
Or somebody who pretends to be the good guy but has evil intent. Like, it's so much more appealing to just, like, I know what I'm getting with this package. Maybe we can make them good one day. This package acts like they're high and mighty, but it's just as bad as them at the end of the day, or can cause just as much rubble through the lies and deceit that goes on. Because freaking, like, the Nilfgaard, Frangilla? Like, Frangilla is, like, an honest person. Like, I don't think she's, like, lying most of the time. She's pretty honest about and upfront about what she wants. She's a bad guy and she's a conqueror with her side. But I like her more than who's the old white dude who's like jumping into people's minds or whatever. Stragobor. Like, I like her more than I like him because he's so weird.
Yeah.
I don't know. And I know he's just paranoid right now and going to extremes to get some answers. But I don't know. I just vibe with certain, like, how certain people behave more than others. And right now, Nilfgaard's, I dig it.
Well, and that's
I'm not from Mordor.
And that's the thing too. Like, one thing I skipped over in the beginning. What really started, we saw the elves being rounded up by Sintran soldiers, which is like, you know, the main focus. They're rounding all these fuckers up because they think that they're just Nilfgaard spies. You know, they already have. I mean, who knows what they're gonna do? I'm assuming they're probably just gonna round them all up and kill them at this point.
Yeah.
You know, making the dude fucking piss in the.
That was
like,
horrible.
It wasn't even like he was trying to run away. Just like totally I mean, they're not human, they're elves, but totally dehumanizing them to a sense of they're not even like equal creatures.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Nilfgaard could still have very evil intent with the elves, but at least they're inviting the elves, welcoming them, and be like, hey.
They're not, at this stage in the game, they're not killing them, so, and they're not, like, imprisoning them or, you know, mistreating them currently.
Well, even if they're manipulating them, it's like, well, the elves are clever enough that if they catch on, they can still back out and maybe have a chance to fight them if time comes. Yeah. But, I mean, the elves are willingly choosing, knowing that Nilfgaards are the bad guys of the story. So, I mean, elves have their own independence. They can choose on their side, and Nilfgaard wants them. So,
and in their
we'll
mind,
see how it goes.
And in their mind, anyways, the Northern Kingdoms are evil because of what they did.
Absolutely.
I mean, they're very evil.
They are.
It's horrible.
Yeah. I mean, Calanthe was a badass.
Yeah.
In most of the first part, but honestly, fuck that woman.
Yeah,
she went through and was like, let's just murder all the elves for fun, you know? I don't get that. I mean, I'm sure there might be, like, deep lore to explain it, like, you know, why the elves and humans hate each other. Yeah. I mean, it's probably just humans being power hungry at the end of the day. I mean, but anyways. And then, moving on to Yennefer and Cahir, they are running away, trying to get to Sintra, because that's where everyone is centered.
Yep.
They go into the sewers and they met the old man elf and the
Signer,
the deaf elf.
Yeah.
Which was cool. I really like that kid actor.
Yeah, he was good.
I thought he was. I mean, he might be a young man, but he was cute. I feel bad. I mean, literally, you were right, Sam. You're like, look at the shot, of course. And of course, in the moment he's describing his life, we're gonna get a new piece of land. I'm gonna raise chickens, get a raven-haired woman with a nice figure to boss me around. Like, yeah, of course he's gonna die in this moment.
It was like, why are we spending so much time with this kid and he's having really happy thoughts and his back is towards the water? Oh yeah, we just saw a thing swim into that water. Yeah. He's dead.
Yeah. But they make it through the sewers to get to this little pub, and
oh, that was so good.
Lo and behold,
Jaskier is there.
I love how we all just like knew.
The sandpiper, and then we heard him singing. We're like, no way!
Yeah, it hit like a rock, like against my skull. I was like, oh my gosh! I mean, like we knew he was gonna be in the show eventually, but like it just caught me so off guard.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess he didn't have to come back to the show, but I'm glad that they brought him back into season 2.
Yeah. Is he not like a main character in the games?
I mean, he's not like a main character, but he's like a
reoccurring.
He's like a reoccurring character, a regular reoccurring. I mean, he could be a main character. I don't know if he is in the games and books, but like he is definitely a part of Geralt's life, whether he wants to or not. So, or whether Geralt wants him there or not.
Yeah.
I like that he's still heartbroken about that.
I mean, yeah, who wouldn't be? Their best friend was told him just like, get the fuck away from me, leave me alone. I never liked you.
Yeah.
He'll like this new Geralt. This very like
dad-esque,
opening his emotions.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like being very honest.
Yeah.
I think my favorite moment of the episode, actually, speaking of opening emotions, was what he said to Triss.
Yeah.
Like, you mean the world to me. Like, I love that. Like that affirmation to her.
But I'm not what you're looking for.
That was so sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I loved her reciprocation.
Yeah, her
like,
response.
I'm a grown adult. I get
Yeah.
it. And he's like, but no, you have to understand. Like, you actually like
Mean something to
mean
me.
a lot to me, and you will always mean a lot to
Yeah.
me.
That was awesome.
Because yeah, I mean, they've already had a bond, as we saw in episode 3. Is I think the first time they met him in season 1. And that was the first episode that I was like, oh, there's Geralt's emotion. So you could even give some credit to Triss and that part of the story for kind of opening his shell to non-Witchers.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of that, the whole like, Witchers have emotions. You guys are just being arrogant assholes and hiding it. Like, you're just like us.
Yeah.
You can say that it's human genetics have modified you to not, but you just have been better at concealing it. That's all it is. I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, back to it. Jaskier met up, had a little reunion with Yennefer, which was cool. I always like his songs, personally.
He can sing. He's good.
I'm guessing it's actually him. I don't know. That's all.
I hope it is. He's fucking good.
It's him for sure.
But yeah, he's great. And together they decided to sneak aboard the boat. And of course, Jaskier had to be a little fucking hothead and run his mouth when the guy was like, oh, well, I saw all your stories. I knew it was a dragon the whole time. I knew, blah, 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 blah. And, that's where the old man from earlier in the episode redeemed himself for, not actually...
being a coward.
Yeah, he was being a coward prior.
Made the ultimate sacrifice.
And...
FYI, that little speech about the old man, like when he was like, it took me until the third song to realize that it was different timelines. He's calling out the fan base that might have hated on season 1.
Oh yeah.
He literally it was a call out to people like me.
Yeah.
Well, all of Jaskier's tales are all just Geralt's stories.
Episode by episode.
Well, yeah, he literally went episode by episode, so, like...
But he said all the things that I had my grudges with season 1. Like, I didn't like that the timelines, it took till episode 3 or 4 to know the timelines are different.
Yeah.
I predicted the dragon was predictable because we predicted there would be a dragon.
Yeah.
Or some mythical thing.
The old man was literally just Sam in that moment, actually.
Yeah.
And there was Jaskier being the analogy of the writers being like, oh, yeah, you didn't like season 1? Well, here's season 2. Well,
Yeah.
you know what, writers? You know what? Season 2 is really good. I
Yeah.
really like it. But season 1's not that great. I'm not changing my stance on that. The things can get better. And this has proven it for sure. Anyway.
I've heard from a few like hardcore Witcher fans that season 2 is not that great to them.
Well, I don't really care. Story-wise, so far it's good.
Something about a character is acting the way that they don't act in the books and the games.
And that I can understand.
Yeah.
It's like Last Jedi. It's a good movie to some degree. Does not work with Star Wars in the grander scheme. So I get it.
I've seen like a few comments, and one of my coworkers is like, yeah, I have mixed feelings about this season.
Yeah.
Well, at the end of the day, it's not for everybody.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it.
And
for me
whatever.
right
like,
now.
that's the thing. It's like, we don't know, like... I think that's one thing that's hard too, is like when you're getting into something that has adaptations of a book, adaptations of a video game, adaptations of a movie, like you don't always get the same thing. Like you can't always just...
I don't think you can really.
Well, no, because what works in a book doesn't always work in a video game.
Yeah, right.
What works in a video game doesn't always work in a TV show. And
Or a movie.
Vice versa. So
Yeah.
it's like... There are just some things that aren't always going to work out the same way. And of course, it's Netflix. They get to... I mean, I'm assuming Netflix commissioned the show originally. Like, it wasn't like someone made it and then sold it to Netflix. So,
They probably...
whatever. But, like, they
Picked
had
and
their
pulled,
hand in
yeah.
choosing what fits and what doesn't. And from what I've heard is that the books are very extensive, kind of. Not to the extent of Game of Thrones, but maybe, I don't know. But they're extensive books, so it's like, how the fuck are you going to fit everything into a TV show that does 60 minutes?
Right.
Speaking of that, one of our friends, Zinkin, shout out Zink, he watches these videos. He was saying that he just started the book series on audiobook, and he was saying it's not, I don't know if it's where these are at all. I think it's a completely different space, but he was like, it's wild because the characters that don't even know each other, like it's starting off with them like already engaging in full-on conversations.
Well, he read it out of order. That's what he was saying that night when we were on. He said on Amazon on Audible when it was the first
did not
book,
say that
it's
to
actually
me.
the fourth book. No, you were on. He said that night.
Well, no, he didn't say that part to me. The part that he told me, he was like, it's so weird. Like, he's like, I think this is the beginning, and all the characters that don't know each other are, like, talking to each other, and it's wild. And I was like, I don't know, dude. It's not what the show is. Definitely not talking to each other.
Yeah. And then...
Witchers, the Geralt story.
Yeah, Geralt's story, Ciri and them are training. She gets a little important for later, but she cuts her face and blood's on the ground. And then, Triss rolls in. Turns out that Geralt called her in to help her train and teach Ciri how to work with whatever her situation is, because they don't even understand if she has, like, chaos, like, magic power. And they take, after, like, camaraderie, hey, how's it going, what's going on?
A piece of the head.
They take the piece of the head and a piece of the leshy and see that there's some, like, some stuff in it.
Stellulite, something like that.
Yeah, well, first they checked to see if it was genetically
made by a
modified
mage,
an
yeah.
alchemist or a mage.
Yeah. It wasn't.
It wasn't. And Triss and him had that moment where she was like, just stay with me for the night, and he couldn't do it. Also because they were literally just talking about Sodden, and she, of course, clearly she doesn't know of him and Yennefer's relationship or what was a relationship. And that was a good moment. I know you already talked about it, but I really enjoyed both the moments of them rehashing their friendship, love, affection for each other.
Mm-hmm.
They expanded upon Ciri and the fact that she might have magic powers because of her mother, but that she hasn't exhibited it like a typical
way. Yeah.
Whatever magical being.
Yeah.
But that she has visions and that she has a pull towards things, and that she literally was like a compass to something that had a weird interaction. They didn't want to see what it was, and then she revealed. Well, no. So then they see the file, and it's
from a monolith originally.
Yeah.
And she then has her vision, or she said that she ran from Cahir, and she freaked out and knocked over the monolith. And I do remember that. There's a part before the earth cracks, something big falls. It too. Out like in the, it wasn't like attached to a building. It was just standing out in the field and it falls over.
So I think the monster was a genetically mutated thing, even though it didn't show DNA signs of it. I think the monolith changed its like coding, because they were saying whatever it was reminds them of things that were genetically modified back in the day, but that it was outlawed and you don't see those type of things anymore. But it has the DNA of the monolith itself, so it could very well be something from like the old days.
It was something that was locked away. Clearly.
Yeah, but like it could very well have been something that like was modified, but now through the monolith has literal monolith DNA. Or residue.
And she had a vision.
It
was like she was on Mars.
Mm-hmm. She
saw
the
speaking
monolith,
to a monolith,
and it said that like. Do they call her the Dark Princess or the chaos or the magic? They called her the something princess, and that she needs to come to the darkness.
Yeah. All I was looking at was the scenery.
The sun,
I couldn't even read the subtitles. I was like, "What is happening?"
Yeah, it was
2001: A Space Odyssey.
I mean, whatever this thing is that's spoken to her a couple times, like it was there. Then it was like the Black Panther tree place, like that spoke to her then too. They have. Whatever it is, it has some type of plan for her. I'm wondering if... Does that have anything to do with Nilfgaard? Because Nilfgaard wants her as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think
like, does the white flame and Emir want... What?
I thought you said Ymir.
No, his name is Emir.
I was like, Ymir.
Or their name. I don't know if it's a guy. I mean, I think it's a guy. But
yeah, Emir.
Emir wants... Ciri for whatever reason, and I mean they seem to have been on this whole like spiritual journey thing, so it's like with the whole like white flame shit. So I wonder if what does it
have anything to do with her blood?
I think it has to do with whatever that. It feels like the same type of stuff that's happening with that owl, honestly, because the owl, whoever is talking through the owl, and that guy has to do with Nilfgaard stuff. They were all talking about Nilfgaard stuff and the white flame.
Well.
Yeah, he did bring up the white flame.
But he's talking about, he was just like scheming with the owl. If the owl is a person or if it's like like you said, a telephone to talk to somebody, they were scheming on how to get to the white flame. Like he has to like prostitutes or something, man.
Yeah.
The whole point, like that wasn't about like his. They did, like no one. What he said is that no one knows anything about Emir, which is weird. Like he's a king of the land, and no one knows anything about him. His vices, what he really wants, all that stuff.
He's the usurper, right?
Yeah, he's the. No.
Was there not a usurper?
There was a usurper, and he killed the usurper. I think that's what it was. Either he is the usurper and took the crown back, or
he killed the usurper.
I think he killed the usurper and restored Nilfgaard's crown.
Okay.
I think that's how it goes. Correct us in the comments. Tell us. Don't spoil. But, anyways, I'm wondering if Nilfgaard's plan is to get Ciri to stop her from being whatever she's going to be. Because remember, like you were saying, the bad guys seem to be kind of good. Yeah. And most of the good guys, other than Geralt and Yennefer is kind of just doing her own thing to have power. But Geralt and there are people other than them. Most of the humans seem to be on the bad side of things. I wonder if they have had some type of vision or religious prophecy where they're yo, this girl is gonna bring on the fucking end times, because they kept talking about it. The end is nigh. The wild hunt is coming.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
Is she the fucking
counterpart?
Antichrist that's coming, and they want to kill her and stop her from doing it? You know what I mean? Because I feel like that's because why else would they want her other than unless they plan to try and bring on or use her power for themselves or bring on the end times themselves? You know what I mean? So,
do you think it has anything to do with her blood? If it's not just the Witcher thing.
The blood and the power. Yeah. I think it's one and the same at this point. The blood and the power.
What is are there no more elders? Is it a race?
A true elf?
Well, the elders. No. The elders are what related to the elves or something. Elder elves. I'm guessing. I don't know the way they describe it. I thought it was just purebred elves.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. The true elves.
Well, not that she is, but she has the blood of them for whatever reason. But they said it was purged from the continent years ago. They had all died off for anybody with that blood.
And whenever Triss used magic, she was speaking in Elder.
Whatever, yeah, all the mages, they speak in Elder. Yeah, so I wonder if it's
Valerians.
Was it not the elves that taught the first humans?
Well, it's elves that taught humans how to do chaos, but I wonder if elves learned it kind of like Mass Effect, the Prometheans teaching aliens how to do things, and then aliens teaching the humans. But I wonder if the elders were a certain type of being people. The elves are descendants of them. They've learned the stuff, and then they taught men. You know what I mean? But at this point, it's they're gone. I don't know if that's exactly how it works. Again,
we don't have a lot to go off of, to be honest.
Yeah,
we're working with what we got.
Yeah, and also season 1 was a long time ago. We haven't watched it since then. But yeah. Vesemir walked the woods. He felt something weird, or after checking on Eskel's body, which did get eaten by the wolf, which is kind of sad, I guess.
I feel like it's a tradition.
Yeah, it definitely is. But
they saw flowers.
Flowers that were blooming in the middle of the snow and winter. Yeah. That don't bloom at all during this time of year. Sprouted from her blood, and apparently everywhere that she was getting her ass beat, where there's blood,
there's flowers.
So, and Vesemir thinks she might be the key to bring back the Witchers.
That's really cool.
It's kind of fucked, though. She really gonna want to sit there and be a blood transfusion specialist just to get you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That's kind of fucked. I mean, I don't know.
Did Aaron wanna have to constantly be other people's tool for war?
Yeah,
he accepted that
kind
role.
of. He went in for it. He was I want to join the military and explore the world.
Yeah, well.
He didn't expect what it was going to turn into, of course.
But
yeah, so, that's that's what Vesemir wants of her. I just wonder, what Geralt will think.
Or how crazy he'll be about it.
Yeah, and how crazy Vesemir going to be about it? Is Geralt going to, even allow it, and will Ciri be on board?
Yeah. Well, he has a couple blood samples. They said it's been everywhere because of all her blood spilling during all the trials up on the thing. He said he said he checked all the places where she had bled out, and it was all over the place. So he has a couple samples. I don't know how much you need, but at least work with that. Yeah, because that's all you're getting for the time being on Geralt's watch.
And Triss sent Geralt to Sintra, and now he's with Eastred.
Very excited about that exchange.
It's going to be very interesting.
Yeah.
From a relationship standpoint, but also just their characters.
They're also very different type of men. So I'm very curious to see how they interact, and then realize that the same girl dug both of them. So yes, it's always weird, the idea of running into
an old flame.
Well, that's not his flame. They're running into
shared.
The oxygen that gave the flame.
They're running into shared bodies.
What is it called? Snow buddies.
Eskimo brothers.
Eskimo brothers.
Yeah.
This is an adult reaction, so we can say that.
That's fine,
What the
yeah.
fuck is that?
No,
No,
we're
we
not-
can't
you
explain
just look it up
You
yourself.
you just have to figure it out after.
Guys, if you like this video, make sure you leave a like on it. Subscribe to the channel if you enjoy this content. If you want to see The Witcher 1 week ahead, we have that available for you. So go check out Early Access. It's our $10 tier. You can support us, and we appreciate it. Leave a comment down below what you thought of episode 4. What was your favorite moment? I'm pretty sure ours was definitely a skier showing up on screen, but if it was the same, let us know. If not, let us know what yours was. And for the time being, we will see you next week. Punch it!
Bye.